Welcome to the Habits to Goals podcast with Martin Grunberg. It's time to take control of your life. Are you ready to achieve goals faster and more consistently than ever before? You need the habit factor. You're listening to Habits to Goals, the podcast that helps you create the habits that lead to success. And here is Martin Grunberg.
Alrighty, here we go. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Martin Grunberg. You have reached Habits to Goals. Today we have a special mind bullet, on a Wednesday. This is absolutely huge, and it's going to take on multiple episodes, and we'll get more into that. But before I go there, it occurs to me, and frequent listener, you've been hearing this, so I appreciate your patience as new listeners pile in. If you're looking for clues on how to develop better habits that will lead you to your goals, you've reached the right place. The easiest thing to do is just Google the term PAR, P-A-R-R, and the habit factor. That's PAR and the habit factor. You'll get some resources there. You can also go to thehabitfactor.com/templates, and there is a great free tracking template. Having said that, you can also download the Android app and the iOS app, and those are both free as well. And yes, we are working, this could go on months, but we have been under development for months, a new user interface. Since the app officially looks like it's 10 years old, because it is. Obviously, there have been a bunch of updates, but the actual interface is going to get a facelift. So won't that be nice? But the point is, if you're new to the show and you're looking for tools and guidance, how to develop habits, obviously we got tons of resources here and tools and episodes, but that's the quickest way to get up to speed. All right, today's special mind bullet for a Wednesday is this idea of challenge and change. Challenge and change, or change and challenge. There's a great saying, I'm not sure it's attributed to anyone. I want you to meditate on this. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And if you've been listening to the show for the last even month or so, you've heard me say, I'm dying to tell you about a little experiment I'm doing, a little challenge I have been putting myself through, and per our own advice here, I've been keeping my yapper shut. Even though I wanted to talk about it after day one, it was so exciting, and after week one, it was so exciting, and now, according to my app, I think the streak is 37 days. In any event, definitely 30 plus days, and it's time to share with you what's going on. And it's all around this idea of if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So, absolutely true story. I'm a bit befuddled by this myself. As I'm wrapping up and I can remember it and see it like it was yesterday. I'm wrapping up a meditation. It's January 2nd, and I don't know where the thought came from. I mean, I have no idea. But I think I was contemplating challenges, and I was thinking I needed a physical challenge. And next thing I knew, I said to myself, you are going to do 15 burpees, and I'll have to link to kind of what that means if you're not familiar with the exercise. 15 burpees a day for the month of January. As I record this, we're basically through our first week of February. So I'm a bit confused by it, but I like the idea. At the time, I can't even recall the last time I did a burpee. It must have been 15, 20 years ago. I have no idea where it came from. I don't know why it wasn't a push-up challenge other than I used to kind of do those all the time. So next thing I know, I am, and this is, I'll give you a little feel for what a burpee is in the event you have no idea what I'm talking about. So imagine you're standing up, and the official burpee goes something like this. You stand up, you put your hands on the ground, you kick your back legs out, you're in a plank position. You hold that for half a second, whatever. You kick your legs back under you, and you stand up. That used to be, and perhaps it still is, a burpee. The one that I wanted to do in my mind was a bit different. And trust me, this is all going to be very worthwhile for you. So the one I want to do is a little different. It's more like you fall to your hands, you kick your legs out, you do a push-up, and then you kick your legs in, and then you jump up in the air. And I didn't know this till after the first day. You clap. So that's one. Then it's back down to your hands, kick your feet out, kick your feet in, jump up in the air, clap. That's two. I forgot to tell you, do the push-up. So we're going to go one more. Hands down, drop, kick feet out, down with the push-up, up with the push-up. That's what I should have said on the second one. Kick feet in, jump up, clap. So you get the picture. This is, and I can say this now after, like I said, almost 40 days straight, this might be the most perfect exercise. And it was only after I did my first set of 15, and by the way, I don't think I did them. What I did was, I think I did 7 or 8, and I broke it up into 2 sets, 7 or 8, and then I felt like, you know what? I should probably be doing not 15, but 30. So this may or not be right for you. The point is, there are a lot of benefits that come from this, and it's a challenge that's worth hearing. And the discovery is worth hearing. Remember, all life is an experiment. What I was doing is I was getting feedback in a hurry, how out of shape I was, and what the heck a burpee is. And then, so I did that, and I was like, wow, I was on fire. Cardio-wise, I was gassed. I did it all within 10 minutes, and I thought that was incredible. And then, only after doing this, I went online and I started looking around, like, what is a burpee? What do people have to say? Needless to say, there are millions of YouTube videos. I saw one guy try to do like 100 in a row, something crazy. It was impossible to just watch the video. So I was like, wow, this is fascinating. So I did 30 in 10 minutes, and I was feeling great. And I'm like, this is a super efficient exercise. It worked your arms, your back, your chest, your legs, because you're jumping, like, so your glutes. And I recognize this isn't an athletic type podcast, but stick with me. And so we go through this, and the next day I'm like, I wonder, notice I'm gathering information. So I have a streak of one. Next day I say, I wonder if I can do 30 in 5 minutes. So I get at the stopwatch. I do 15 in a row. I'm totally gassed. I take, I don't know, 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes of recovery, rest, trying to catch my breath, and then I do it again. So now I have 30 in 5 minutes. I'm like, this is fantastic. Day 3, I do it again. Now, something interesting happened, and this is where everybody who does this sort of thing, usually there's a disclaimer. So don't, and I need to throw that out there. Don't try this without talking to your doctor, without knowing you're in good physical shape, know your limitations, all those things, right? Be smart about this. I will tell you, after day 3, I told my wife, I'm like, this is very strange. My left lat was semi-merging. It was just like this swollen thing under my armpit. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. Hopefully it'll go down. Because I didn't really feel a lot of pain, but it was bizarre. It went away. I took it easy. I was still able to maintain 30. So what's the point? If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And if we are not creating challenges for ourselves, I would submit to you, life will do it for us. A lot of times we can actually stay somewhat ahead of the curve by doing these things. I also had, and I haven't shared this, a challenge of reading 3 books a month. And so we did that in January. That was fantastic. But the idea is, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So now I'm 40 days in, just to get you up to speed. I have set for following PAR methodology. And if you haven't seen the video explaining habit strength, if you go to YouTube and you type in habit strength and Bill or something like that, there's a video that kind of talks you through that. The reason I'm bringing that up is, for my second tracking period, I'm actually keeping my minimum 30, but that's now a base. Those are my off days. And on my on days, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I've upped it to 60. And I'm trying to do that all within 6 minutes, as I did today. So the benefits have been extraordinary. I'm in, first of all, it's an incredibly efficient exercise. It may be the most perfect exercise. From a cardiovascular standpoint, my conditioning has gone way up. Runs are easier. From a bulk, not that I'm trying to bulk up, but from just a lean muscle standpoint, I did another one of the body fat tests, and I've gained, it's kind of hard for me to believe, but it was about 4.5 pounds of lean muscle, and I didn't go to the gym once in January, so I can only attribute it. The reason I didn't go is because I just wanted to see what would happen with doing burpees for like 5 minutes a day. So it's been a fantastic experiment. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. It's the idea that we create the challenge, we stay ahead of the curve. All life is an experiment. It's all these things coming together. It's super fun. I feel like I'm a bit of a guinea pig. And again, that I feel stronger, cardiovascular wise, more fit. And we're going to keep this up. And I'm guessing I'm at least going to do this through February and March. Unless for some reason I get too bulky or something weird. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's super good for the cardio. So that's the theme of the day. And by the way, I was so, because it's such a quick workout and because it drains you, you get the endorphins and you get this little kind of high going, like a runner's high. The problem was, I couldn't believe it. 2 weeks in, the runner's high was gone. And I, even against my own, as much as I wanted to keep it down to 30, 2+ weeks in, I raised it kind of against my own plan to 45. So instead of 2 sets of 3, 3 sets of 3. But I still kept the base at 30. And there were a couple days where I'm like, I feel off. I'm not going to push it. It was real important to focus on the base and not have some explosion of energy where I'm trying to do 100 just because I feel great. So I contain that mostly. And anyways, we're going to keep working on this experiment me, and I will keep updating you. At some point, maybe we do a group challenge. I don't know, but again, be careful. There's variations. There's easier. For some of you, this is real easy. For some of you, this may be really hard. Take it very easy on yourself and know your limits. But I encourage you, again, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So, and that could be any experiment. It doesn't have to be a physical fitness one. So that's it, my friends. That's what we're all about here. Crafting and aligning new habits with our goals. In my case, my goal is to be more physically fit. All right, good night now. Got to jump on a call. Love your show. Thanks for the rating. Thanks for the review. Hit me with the email. Hopefully, this helps you out. See ya. Hey, really quick, I just want to remind you, if you want to grab your habits and goals tracking template, the template that started it all, you can get that really quickly. Just text me at 33444 and simply text the word habits. That is habits, HABITS, to 33444, and you will get the tracking template immediately. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Thanks for dropping a quick review. It'll take you less than 30 seconds if you're getting value. And with that, I will see you on the next Mind Bullet Monday. I'm out.